I was currently sitting in a very echoey room, so please excuse that, but I just thought while I have nothing to do, and I'm just chilling in the kitchen, it'll give me an opportunity to talk about Razer's emails to me so far. So I sent an email to Razer, and the email was, G'day, I reported this as a bug. Also, just wanted to see if I could get some help to hopefully find a solution to my problem. I'll explain the problem. I have a custom lighting profile saved to the keyboard hardware. However, it only activates while the Synapse software is running. While my PC is booting up or while my PC is locked, the keyboard goes back to its default color cycle profile. It doesn't make sense to me for the hardware profile to only be active while the Synapse software is running, so I feel that this is either a bug or bad implementation. Can someone please help me to resolve this annoying problem? Thanks. And now I got an email back, to their credit, very fast, within it was within a couple of hours. So I'll read as follows. Now, interestingly, I did leave my name in the email to them, but I got this in response. Hi, valued customer. So valued that they remember my name. But it's okay. I'm sure this was from a template, so that's fine. It just reminds me of Logitech, which I never did finish that story, by the way, about Logitech. But I may, after this, I may do that and make an interesting comparison between my support or lack thereof experience with Logitech versus my support with Razer, which is still in the process. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, let me continue. So, hi, valued customer. Thank you for contacting Razer Technical Support. Let's put their name there. We are glad to assist you. We understand that you are having an issue with your Razer device. We do apologize for the inconvenience that this has caused you. This is not the experience that we would like you to have. Rest assured that we will do our best to assist you with this and we'll be sure to get this sorted. Well, that's making a pretty bold claim to say, we'll be sure to get this sorted. That certainly makes me, hopeful, Razer, but don't give me false hope, please. Don't say that you'll be sure to get this sorted if you're not actually going to, because to get this sorted, as far as I'm aware, would be some form of firmware update for the keyboard. Now, I'm sure that Razer have been asked this to have this resolved in the past by somebody else. I cannot be the only person who has seen this as an issue. So, yes, please stick by your word, Razer, and if you say we'll be sure to get this sorted, please do. Anyway, let's continue. I would like to gather additional information so that we can proceed accordingly. Now, this part following from here on sounds very much like Logitech. Like I said, I never did finish that video about Logitech, but I may go back to that soon, especially given the similarities here. Anyway, let's continue with the information they want. So the usual things, which is fine. They want the serial number and product number. That's perfectly fine. There's no issue. I have no issue with that. And then they say, to know more about your concern, I would like to ask some questions about it. Kindly provide me with more details of the issue. Now, also, what I just read earlier about my message to them, I thought that was pretty clear. But, I'm sure there could be more I could say. When did the issue start? Well, again, I feel like they didn't read my message because this issue started the moment I bought it, given that, this issue started when they wrote the firmware, in my opinion. This isn't a new problem. I'm pretty sure that every single keyboard is like this, of that product line. I can't say for any of their other products, but I'm fairly certain that this was a design choice, not a bug. Anyway, we'll continue. What have you done so far in trying to resolve the issue? Well, I've covered some of that in the video that I was just doing then, just before recording this part, so you can check that out. Was this working fine before? Well, again, they clearly didn't read what I'd said, because no, this wasn't working before, because as far as I'm concerned, this is a firmware design choice. May I know if you make any changes to the device or your system before the issue happens? And again, it just seems very generic to me. Let's keep going. Were there any incidents that happened to the device? Now, I think here what they're talking about is, damage to the device, like did I spill liquid on it or whatever. Again, it's missing the point that this isn't a fault of the device. it's a design flaw, not a actual damage or design damage fault or anything. Kindly provide us with a sample video or picture for us to check. So that's what I just did earlier. I recorded a video. Now it took me, quite some time to do this because I've had a very busy week the last couple of weeks. So I was a little bit late making that for them. And in that week, I had a good think about it, and I thought, rather than just make them a quick, simple video, I might just make an entire video about it because I was planning on doing this for Logitech a while back because I was absolutely appalled with Logitech's support. And the quality of their devices compared to the old one. And a bit of backstory on that. It's to do with both their keyboard and mouse. I bought a G915 keyboard and a G502 Lightspeed mouse. The G915 keyboard ended up scratching off the paint on top of the keys because they were what I am guessing is ABS plastic keys with actual paint on it, like black paint, so clear plastic keys with black paint. And the black paint had worn off a couple of the keys. I gain a lot, and sometimes fingernails scratch a little bit, and that'd worn the keys a fair bit. Now at the time, I'd contacted them about getting replacement keycaps, and they really messed me around with it, and never did actually get that issue resolved. Their initial email to me was very similar to this one that I'm getting from Razer, which was a little bit disappointing when I got this from Razer at first because I thought, oh, this sounds very similar. But we'll see. I can't pass any judgment too quickly. We'll see how they respond after this video and my future support with them. Anyway, so that's some background on the keyboard with Logitech. As far as the G502 mouse goes, I was so utterly disappointed with that. I never did contact support about it after looking at some forums and things online and realizing that this problem was not just affecting me. I just gave up and bought a new mouse, and hence why I have the Razer keyboard mouse. But with the mouse, the issue was the very common double-clicking issue, where the mouse started double-clicking all the time, and then eventually it would just not right-click at all. And what disappointed me so much was that, for one, it was a very expensive mouse, and the keyboard were very expensive, and I have high expectations for expensive products. Also, I've been using Logitech for many years, so my previous mouse lasted me 11 years, and I know that may sound insane. Why would you have a mouse for 11 years? But it was a good mouse. And by the way, it was the Logitech G9X, fantastic mouse. And it lasted me 11 years. Just think about that for a moment. 11 years of having the same mouse. And I had the G502 Lightspeed for 2 years, and then it broke down. So the quality of Logitech products has gone downhill dramatically. And even with the keyboard. So my previous Logitech keyboard was a G15. The one with the little orange LCD on it, and that also lasted me many years. Can't remember exactly how many, but it just at least more than 5 years. And when I did replace it, it wasn't because it was damaged. I simply replaced it because they had rubber dome caps or rubber dome switches. I replaced it with actual mechanical switches, so I got a different keyboard with mechanical switches, which wasn't a Logitech, by the way. And that didn't last long before I went to the G915 after that. So anyway, but that keyboard, I actually still have the G15 keyboard, and it still works. I just don't use it for gaming. I occasionally use it to plug in periodically to various computers that I need a keyboard quickly or whatever. But anyway, the point is, Logitech has reduced in quality drastically, and my support experience with them was absolutely horrendous. So my point with that, making that point, is I'm really hoping that Razer is different. I know as far as quality goes, I'm quite happy with the keyboard. In fact, I'm very happy with the keyboard that I've got. The Razer Huntsman V2 Analog, fantastic. I'm loving it so far. It's just the lighting issue. It's the only thing I have a problem with. And I know it might seem like quite a superficial issue, and I guess it is. But if you were just watching that video just before, you'd see how it really doesn't look nice up against my setup. If I had the rainbow color setup, then yeah, I suppose it would look good. But I like the nice subtle look, and especially in a busy environment too. This isn't just this computer isn't. I'm not the only person that sees it. This is in the middle of a room where various people come in and out, and I don't particularly want that to be rainbow colored. It just doesn't match. And the same thing with the mouse. I'm really happy with the quality of it so far, and functionality and all that thing. It's great. It's just, again, the lighting. Anyway, let's continue. So yeah, so I was up to, they want a sample video, so that's what I've just done. And then gets the bit that, again, very much like Logitech, they want information that I don't think is necessary for them to resolve this issue. I understand that they're going to ask these questions either way, as did Logitech, but I am not going to provide them with all of this information. But I will go through it with you anyway, and just to give you an idea of how much information that they want. Now, for me, I'm very privacy focused myself, so I don't like to give that information if I don't have to. I don't like that my personal information is stored on various servers around the world. I don't trust these companies with security. Now, I'm not saying this is nothing against Razer specifically, not at all. This, for me, applies to any company. I won't go into it too much, but my belief is that the less I give out my personal information, the safer it is. I think that's just good practice. I think it's a little bit irresponsible to just give out information without hesitating, or without there being a reason. Anyway, so let's go through what they want. So they want shipping information. So they want my full name, phone number, street address, city, state, postal code, and country. Now, I'm happy to give them my first name, which I've already given them. I'm happy to give them my country and, I guess, postcode and state, which I guess it's city. If I'm giving them my postcode, I may as well give them my city. Street address, phone number, and my full name, so including my last name. Yeah, not so much. I don't think they need that. But I'm happy to, tell them where I live generally, because, I'm sure that could be relevant somehow. At least I know where I purchased it from and that sort of thing. They want purchase information. So they want place of purchase and date of purchase. No, I'm perfectly fine with that. I have no issue with that either. So yeah, really the only sort of information I feel like is a little bit too much is my full name, phone number, and street address. Now, I understand if they wanted to do some shipping stuff, but this is not a product I want returned or replaced, because again, if they replace this, it's just going to have the exact same issue, because this isn't a fault, this is a design flaw. Anyway, let's continue. So then they say, for the proof of purchase, please attach a copy of the receipt if purchased from a non-Razer store. Should be a JPEG or PDF if purchased online. I hope this information at hand will be helpful on your end, and if you have further questions, please do not hesitate to contact support and refer to the case number which they've given me. We'll look forward to your next response. Thank you for choosing Razer. Sincerely, the person from For Gamers by Gamers, Razer Technical Support. So that's what they sent me. Now, like I said, I had a bit of a busy week. So I did get another email from them saying, oh yes, this is why I wanted to bring this one up, because this one was also kind of funny. So again, I had given them my actual name, and I got a response after a while because I hadn't responded saying, hi, N/A. Again, I have given them my name, but anyway, hi, N/A. We have not heard back from you. If everything is good from your end, no need to respond back. We just want to make sure that you have been taken care of. If you still need assistance, you may simply respond back to this email. No need to open another case. Have a nice day, fellow gamer. And the usual foot will be on that. Now, I do appreciate that email. It's nice that they sort of check up. And obviously, it's pretty standard procedure these days, but it is nice to have a checkup email to make sure that they've, that they're helping me and that sort of thing. So that's good. Good to see. My only issue again with that is just the hi NA bit. I mean, again, I've given them my name in the. I have a case number. They should have attached my name to that somehow. And if that's not possible, well, then there's an issue on their end with that. But no big deal. I mean, like I said, it's not a big issue. It doesn't have too much sway on my opinion of them. But it is just a little thing that they could improve on. And then anyway, so I did respond to that, and I actually said, "G'day, I've had a busy week. Haven't had time to complete the requested info. I'll do that in the next few days. Regards." And then they sent an email back. Again, without my name in it, said, hi, fellow gamer. So they're giving me a different welcoming message every time. Anyway, never using my name. But anyway, hi, fellow gamer. And by the way, at the end of every email, I say regards and then my name, my first name, my real first name. So, they are getting my name in every email I send. But anyway, hi, fellow gamer. It's a great day here at Razer. Thank you for reaching us back. This is some person, your technical support representative. It is my pleasure to assist you. I understand that you need more time. Thank you for the effort. We are sorry for the automated follow-up email that you received. No worries. We will keep this case open. You can get back to this case at your most convenient time and pace. once again, here are the following details we need. And they just repeated the end of the previous email that they asked for a bunch of information. And at the end, warm regards this time. Yeah, anyway, so then up to the point where now I'm about to send them another email. I'm going to upload this video and then send them an email with a link to the video, and most of the requested information, like I said, I won't be including my full name or my street address or my phone number, but I will be including all of the other information. As I don't need to return the product, I just need to make them aware of a firmware change that I think should be made to better accommodate a wider audience who may not necessarily like or need the rainbow colors all the time. Now, that's pretty much it for this. I don't really have anything else that I need to say or anything. I just wanted to sort of record an extra little bit since I had the time sitting here. I know it was a bit of an echoey room. I'm not sure how this recording's going to go, to be honest. I haven't actually recorded in this room like this before with this particular mic. But hopefully it turns out all right. Anyway, thanks for watching.